I've been called Icky Vicky so many times.
B-I-C-K-Y, the sound of her name makes the little kids cry.
What is up, you guys? It's me, Vic. Welcome back to another C'est La Vic YouTube video. Today's video is going to be short and sweet. We're doing these Fairly Odd Parents Nike Blazer customs. I do this segment on my Instagram called #SwooshSundays, and I've probably mentioned it on my channel already, but basically every single Sunday I create a design on a Nike swoosh, and then the next Sunday I erase it and put on a new design. Now, since this project has been in the pipeline for a really long time, and these shoes are already spoken for, they belong to somebody, so I won't have to erase the design on these ones, I thought this would be a great opportunity to walk you through the process from beginning to end of how I created these Just the Swoosh customs. Even more excitedly, this week my Swoosh Sunday is in collaboration with my friend at Kira Made This. I'm gonna leave her Instagram handle somewhere on the page. She also recently started a YouTube channel, so I'll also link that in the description box for you. I want to say so badly that she reminds me of a younger version of myself, but I don't think she is. I think she's way cooler. She's super pretty, and she's like super creative when it comes to making content and making customs. So make sure to go and check her out. Go on my Instagram if you want to see the final product shots for this week's #Swoosh Sunday, and then also check her designs out as well. So without further ado, I'm not going to talk too much. Let's get into how I made these customs. The sneaker that we're working on today is called the Nike Blazer Mid 77 Vintage. The first step is to tape up the swoosh with some painter's tape. As always, all of the tools and supplies that I use will be linked in the description box. Next, cut out the swoosh carefully and remove it to reveal the surface underneath. Do this for all 4 swooshes. Next, I'm using 100% acetone on some cotton pads to remove any factory finish that might be applied onto the swoosh. You can probably already tell by watching me do this, but the swoosh is not a leather but a velvety kind of synthetic material. For this project, we're going to be using Angela's paints, and I'm starting off with a medium kind of brown color to do the sketching. It's easy to cover any mistakes that you make using this color, and you'll see that once you start painting over it, you won't even see the lines underneath. Now comes the fun part, which is painting in all of the colors. I accidentally lost all of the time-lapse footage for this part, but nothing a little internet magic can't fix. If you know you're going to be painting on any other part of the shoe you haven't prepped yet, make sure you do that. I think Wanda and Cosmos fit perfectly right above the swoosh. Now let's do the other side. Same exact thing. You knew I had to put Vicky on here. There's no way I could leave her out. It's so satisfying to speed this part up. I call it the Paint Mixer 3000. Now I'm just finishing this off by painting the background. Now on to the insides of the shoes, but first, a snack. We're all bound to make some mistakes while sketching. If you do make one, just use a little bit of acetone on cotton and you can erase it and start all over. I promise it's no big deal. Like I mentioned before, this swoosh has a very velvety texture and it almost soaks up a lot of paint, so you kind of have to readjust how much paint you're using while you're painting this. The best way to make your graphic pop is to outline it, so here I'm using a very fine detail brush to do the black outlines. Oh, you're gonna like this. Listen. Using a scrap piece of leather, I'm going to make Wanda's crown. Here I'm gluing the crown on with some shoe cement. I almost forgot her lips. Ta-da! We're on the home stretch, y'all. All that's left to do is the Cosmos swoosh. I can't stop doing that. It's just so satisfying to watch. Okay, I'll change this one up a little bit. On the backs, I thought it would be cool to change the Nike font into some Fairly Odd Parents inspired fonts. And this is what the two sides look like together. I can't stress this enough, but shake your top coats, especially the matte ones. You should know the drill by now. Use a wide brush and gentle strokes to apply the top coat over your paint job. Try to get rid of as many bubbles and little fuzzies that get stuck in there as much as you can. Done! Okay, so I just wanted to show you how I shoot my #Swoosh Sunday product shots. After I do the whole painting process, of course, I have to present it nicely on Instagram, and this is a typical setup if I'm shooting just against a colored background, and if you want the shoes to kind of look like they're floating and the laces kind of be floating, instead of working against gravity, what I found is to use gravity to kind of make it look like the shoes are flying or the shoelaces are flying. These shoelaces in particular don't really have, that they aren't really super long. I chose a shorter shoelace for them, so don't really have to worry about the bow that's on it. But if you're shooting pictures like this, I found a really good hack for it is to get these safety pins and just attach the thread. So these shoes are attached kind of like puppets. They're attached to this bar that's above my desk. The colored background is actually a piece of Bristol board that's attached to this backdrop stand that I put behind my desk. So it's a little distance away from the shoes. And having the backdrop sort of distanced away from the subject, the good thing about that is that you don't cast too many shadows on the background, and also so that you can soften it all out so you don't see any imperfections from the background. And then I also have these pieces of foam core at the bottom. They help to reflect the light that's coming from the flash upwards onto the shoes, because the flash, if I move back, the flash is actually coming from this strip box that's positioned right above everything. And then I also have two video lights, so video light number 1 over here, video light number 2, and they have soft boxes around them as well. And then I'll show you, here's where the camera is, what the camera actually ends up capturing. This is what the camera sees. Once I have the shots, I'll go ahead and put them on Photoshop, do any kind of touch-ups I need, remove the push pins from the bottom of the shoe using Photoshop, of course. Then I'll end up with a shot that looks something like this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was so much fun to make. My favorite part of these shoes has to be the Cosmos and Wanda swoosh. In the show, they always turn themselves into, objects, and this is what they look like. So I figured I would turn Wanda and Cosmos into a swoosh and then have their crowns kind of floating off of it. I think it's super cool and it's super on theme. This was a quick, fun project for me to do, and that's kind of why I came up with #Swoosh Sundays. Although you're limiting yourself to a very small area, which is just the swoosh, the options for what designs you can do are unlimited, and you can really put whatever thing you want. You can put a lot of colors, you can put a lot of cartoons, graphics, you can keep it really simple, make it very monotone, just make it you. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it as well. And thank you so much for watching this video again. Stay safe, stay cool, and until next time, I'll catch you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.
That was my outro.